In a failure to diagnose breast cancer case, what are the medical experts that we are going to need to bring in to show that we are more likely right than wrong, that the doctors you are suing failed to recognize your breast cancer in a timely fashion? Would you like to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. In all likelihood, we are going to need the services of a breast radiologist. That's a radiologist, a physician, who specializes in evaluating breast mammograms and breast sonograms. That's one expert. Then we're also going to need a gynecologist to be able to tell us what was the standard of care for the doctor who was treating you. Maybe you made complaints to your gynecologist about a breast lump, or maybe you had changes in your breast that you told your doctor about, and now the doctor failed to act on it and failed to send you off for certain tests. In addition, we may also require a GYN oncologist, a gynecologic oncologist, which is a cancer surgeon who specializes in female issues. We may also require the need of an oncologist, who is a cancer specialist, who is involved in treating patients who have cancer. One of the other experts that we typically will bring in is known as an economist. An economist is an expert who studies the value of money. And why would we do that? Because we want the jury to understand what the value of a dollar is today and compare it to what the value will be in the future. They take that understanding and their study of money and compare it to what has gone on in the past, to what the current value of money is today, and what will happen in the future. Now, why is that important? It's important when evaluating how much money to award to you and whether or not you have any lost earnings, and there are other economic issues to consider besides the lost income that you are providing to you and your family. Now, why do we need all these different experts? We need them to be able to explain to the jury what was the standard of care and whether or not the doctors that you have brought a lawsuit against violated the basic standards of medical care in evaluating your particular condition. And ultimately, each one of these medical experts will be talking about different issues. One of them will obviously be talking about liability, or who's responsible for this failure to timely diagnose this particular cancer. Then we'll have an expert talking about the causation, that's the connection, the link between the wrongdoing and the harm that you suffered. And then we'll need to bring in a medical expert to talk about the damages, all the harm that you have suffered and the treatment that you have needed as a result of the doctor's carelessness. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in a failure to diagnose breast cancer case here in the state of New York. You know, in all likelihood, I realize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day, and I welcome your call. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.